Hey, Michael. How's it going, man? Figured to talk about some Sega Genesis shmups today. Maybe play a little Forgotten Worlds. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. How's your day going? Figured I'd wait for a few people to show up before I start talking about the games. Oh, I'm glad the timing's good. I just try to fit them in when I have a few minutes spare during the day. I imagine this is a good distraction from work for a lot of people, at least here in the States. Oh, people are showing up. Hey, everybody. So yeah, the goal is just to talk about some of my my shmup collection on the Genesis, and I was going to play a little Forgotten Worlds. I really love that game. I grew up with it. And maybe talk about what games you really enjoy. Hey, it's just Gilbert. How's it going? Hello from England. Well, hello from the US, from Oregon. Good to see you. So why don't we just start? We'll get right into it. All right. So I don't have a huge collection of shmups. It's definitely something in 2019 that I'm hoping to get more of. And it's on the, one of the agendas this year is to get some of the shmups that I've been looking to collect for a while. So these are the ones that we currently have. And everything in this pile I really enjoy. So there's not a game here that I don't like playing. So starting with Arrow Flash. This is a really cool game. Hello from the Netherlands, Wilco. How's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. This is a renovation game. They put out a lot of good stuff back in the day, a lot of good shmups. And this one's starting to get a little pricey, so I'm glad I have it in the collection. And it's really cool. It's a side-scrolling shooter. Uses good use of parallax scrolling, and pretty standard fare. You go around, you collect your power-ups. You can kind of morph between like almost a mech figure and then a ship, and you have a satellite that you can power up. And I really like it. It's a lot of fun. This is definitely high up on the list of shmups that I enjoy. So maybe I'll have to play this one on the channel at some point too, because this is a really good one. And if you guys haven't played Arrow Flash, I definitely recommend it. So that's Arrow Flash. And then this one's a little bit unique, Subterranea. This one's probably the, from a play mechanic standpoint, the most unique one out of the bunch that I have here. So I guess the story is there's like a mining colony, and aliens come down and they attack the mining colony. And you are in a ship, and you have to go around and you have to rescue the miners as the aliens are attacking you. And you have to collect little fuel pods. And it's kind of like, Defender or Lunar Lander, where how you control your ship. You kind of have to press the A button to give yourself a little bit of, a boost, basically. And you kind of float through the levels and find your way through the mine. And I quite enjoy it. It's, more of a little strategy to it because you don't want to run out of fuel. And that can happen pretty easy. I find myself running out of fuel quite frequently when I play this game. But it's fun picking up the little miner dudes, and then you have to go back to the base and drop them off. So that's kind of fun. Definitely unique. Subterranea. Let's see. Okay, now this is one of my favorites. Biohazard Battle. This game's awesome. So this one is it's another side-scrolling shooter. And the cool thing about this is everything's very organic, like the enemies and the various, it's like bugs and various creatures. And another game that uses parallax scrolling really well. It's a tough game. It's not easy. It's definitely a hard game. And I really like it. Definitely kind of traditional shooter fare. And I have not beat this one yet. So I definitely want to try to get good at this where I can beat it, because it's tough. And I like it quite a bit. So this would be a fun one to sit down and kind of put the time into memorizing the patterns, and hopefully one day I can beat this. What shmups do you guys like? Do you play any shmups out there? Sega Genesis shmups? Any recommendations? I definitely have a bunch on the wish list I want to pick up. Obviously Musha would be really amazing to pick up, but the price is so high. But I still want to get it for the collection just because it's kind of one of those holy grails of the Genesis collection. So I keep hoping that I'll find a good deal on one of these days. Let's see here. Subterranea, but no. I think this I got from McFly, I believe, and he had a game store and he has a YouTube channel, and he was selling off some of his collection, and I picked up a few quality games from him. I'm pretty sure I got this from him. And then I think Subterranea and Biohazard Battle I picked up at not thrift stores, Portland Retro Gaming Expo probably. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't really see many, although there are a couple really good finds here that you'll see in a second that I did pick up at thrift stores, which I couldn't believe I was seeing them when I came across them. So the next one is probably the as far as like value goes, this is definitely a gem in the collection, Truxton. And it's a really clean copy too. So I'm stoked to have this. This is a lot of fun game. This is it's not a side-scrolling shooter. It's a vertical shooter. And you go, you collect your power-ups like most shooters. The fun thing about this, it's got a really good chiptune soundtrack. It's got a really cool like bomb effects. So like when you want to clear the screen, you press a C button, I think it is, maybe B button. And you have this giant skull bomb that kind of clears the whole screen. And it's just a really cool effect. And as I said, great soundtrack. Just a great game. You know, one of those games a lot of people want to get in their collection just because it's kind of collectible. And people seem to love this game. And then, let's see. We got, okay, so these next two. Michael asks, so what are the most memorable, jaw-dropping thrift store finds? Okay, well, let's see. Most jaw-dropping thrift store find. We've had some good ones. Well, I mean, the two I'm about to show you are right on that list, so why don't I just share these? So both of these are thrift store finds, Thunder Force 2 and Thunder Force 3. We got these at a St. Vinny's, and unfortunately they were loose. They're not in the case, so I had to make reproduction cases. But these definitely have been on the list for a while of games I want to pick up. Now the condition's a little rough on them. You can see this label is kind of torn, which is unfortunate, but they were not very expensive. I don't remember the actual price, but they definitely were cheap. Oh, and I have Thunder Force 3 playing on the TV behind me there. So the cart is in the TV there. So that was a pretty impressive find to find both of these at a thrift store. Sid's Gaming, hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. And we found a complete in-box copy of Mario Paint in like perfect condition for like $4 or something like that. So that was with the, you know, the mouse and the mouse pad and all that. That was cool. We found a NES, a whole bag full of games at a Value Village, including like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and a bunch of really good games for, oh gosh, dirt cheap. It's one of our On the Hunt episodes. I can't even remember the price right now. But it was one of those deals where you see it there and you just can't believe it. So you go running out of there. I'm doing well, Sid's Gaming. Thank you. How are you? Oh, thank you. And what else? Gosh, it's hard. We've had a lot of good finds over the years, so it's hard to remember them all just because there's been so many, which is really cool. Lately, we haven't had any major pickups. A lot of times we'll find like a rare game like NCAA, what is it, football, I think it is, for the PlayStation 3. It's worth like $60, $70. We found that for $1. That was cool. You love the pinball machine? Right on. Yeah. So do we. So that was a good one. A $70 PlayStation 3 game for $1. So yeah, we've had, you know, some nice finds. So let's talk about Thunder Force. So Thunder Force 2, this is a really cool game. Now this is a top-down shooter. And basically you go around in your little ship and you have to clear out the bases and you have to shoot all the enemies. And when you like take out the base, then you unlock, there's like a border and like a wall basically. And when you take out the base, the wall opens up and you can move on to the next section. And you kind of rinse and repeat, but it's actually really fun. And I quite enjoy it. I mean, the Thunder Force games are classic. They're great games. But then with Thunder Force 3, it totally switched up the formula. And now it goes to a side-scrolling. It's just Gilbert says, oh wait, hey Max Gaming Power Norway, good to see you, man. What is he saying? PS Verrier is a good shmup. So what system is that on? And then It's Just Gilbert says, I love Shmups on the 360, but didn't have many released in the UK. Oh, that's a bummer. Managed to get a hold of Death Smiles. Yeah, cool. Nice pickup. We have Death Smiles on the 360. Yeah. Is that what it's on? We have it. I'm pretty sure it's on the 360. PS2, huh? Yeah, you have a pretty epic PS2 collection from what I've seen on Instagram, Max Gaming Power Norway. That's cool. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to keep an eye out. Is that a exclusive in overseas? And then It's Just Gilbert also had Under Defeat HD on the PS3. Okay, cool. Thanks. Appreciate the recommendations. So with Thunder Force 3, they went to a side-scrolling shooter, and the graphics in this game are really impressive. Another game that uses the parallax scrolling well, lots of power-ups, tough as nails. It's a really tough game. Good soundtrack, definitely classic. Sid's Gaming asks, where is the best place to buy games in your opinion? You know, it fluctuates quite a bit because, I mean, you never know. I would say just when you go out and about, hit up different places and see what's working on that day. So there'll be days where we go to garage sales and we can't lose. Every garage sale we go to, we're getting, you know, great stuff. We've gotten stacks of NES games and systems, and we got a boxed PlayStation original. You can see it. Let's see, above the Tomb Raider shrine. Do you see it there? The boxed PlayStation. That was $5 at a garage sale. So you can get some really amazing deals. But then some days you go to the garage sales and nothing. So then you hit up the pawn shops. And those, you know, some days you're getting great deals at pawn shops, and then some days nothing. Leaf and I, our last On the Hunt episode, we weren't having much luck at the pawn shops or thrift stores, so we ended up going to game stores. So I'd say just be flexible. That's the best thing you can do. And just try to have fun with it. 700 PS2 games. Wow, that's impressive, man. That's awesome. Michael says, yeah, garage sales, pawn shops, and thrift stores. Yeah, Orange County, yeah. Oh, you got a lot to choose from out there. Orange County, that's where I went to high school. All right, so Thunder Force, okay. And then we have the game that I wanted to play today, which is, this is a game that I have a lot of nostalgia for. I don't know if you guys have played this before, Forgotten Worlds, and the camera doesn't really want to focus. Let's see here. There we go. And this is awesome. This game is really a good co-op shooter. You play these warriors, the nameless ones. Basically, aliens have invaded. Hey, Game Horizon. Genesis Kid here. Cool. Wings of War is on my wish list. I want to get that. That's cool. Yeah, I want to get Wings of War. Is it Steel Empire or Empire of Steel? I always forget. But that one looks really amazing. I already said I want to get Musho, of course. Let's see. There's one, and I'm not sure if it's Helios or Phelios. It starts with a P, but I tend to think the P is silent. Does anyone know? But it's spelled Phelios. And that looks really good. And there's quite a few. Yeah, Game Horizon. That looks good. I've seen a gameplay of it. Greek mythology, exactly. That's why I want to get it. It looks really interesting. I like the the shmups that have a little twist to them, like that. Something a little different, like Forgotten Worlds. So 2-player is really where this game's at. It's a lot easier 2-player because on 2-player mode, long as you don't both die at the same time, you can just keep continuing over and over. But if you're playing 1-player, if you die, it's over. There are little potions you can get, you'll see in a second, where if you get those, they're resurrection potions. You can keep playing. But I used to play this quite a bit with my buddies growing up, and we'd play 2-player and just blaze through the game and have a lot of fun with it. And the soundtrack on this game is really fun, kind of iconic, at least to me, but that may be because of the nostalgia. And graphics are decent. This was a pretty early game, I think. Yeah, 1989. It's based off a Capcom arcade game. I think it's one of the early CP1 arcade games. And really fun in the arcade. It looks a lot better in the arcade. I would say as far as home ports, Genesis is my favorite. I haven't played them all, but I've seen like gameplay footage. It came out for a bunch of systems. It came out for, let's see, the TurboGrafx 16. I think that's supposed to be a pretty good port. It came out for like the Atari ST, I think it is. Commodore. It was ported a whole bunch of times. But the Genesis one is something I think a lot of people, as far as home ports, really enjoy this version of it. So why don't we go ahead and play it, shall we? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn this camera around, and I'll try to line it up nice for you so you have good gameplay. You know, you actually get good view of what's going on. And then when we go to the shops, I'll turn it around and answer questions and stuff like that so that we can have a conversation while I'm playing. So here we go. Turning it around. I'm going to play this on, now normally I'd play this on the Sega Genesis, but I don't want you guys to suffer looking at the CRT picture with that refresh rate, because that would not be fun from a view from your standpoint. I think it wouldn't look too good. So I'm playing it on our kind of retro modern TV here. All right, so here we go. Options. I always put auto fire on. It just makes it a lot easier. I don't have to hold down the button. Difficulty normal. And here we go. Let's see how we do. Forgotten Worlds. All right, one player. These guys, you know, look like typical 80s action heroes. The one guy looks like Arnold Schwarzenegger. All right. So you got to collect as much zenny as possible. That's what the blue little coins are called. They're zenny. And it's real important to collect it as much as you can get, because later on in the game you're going to need it. These enemies you're seeing right now, these are Spydrobots right there. And then the little reptile dudes, those are reptilian thugs. These guys, you got to shoot out the base. And then all these little things come falling down on you. And then you go into the shop. And definitely #1 thing to buy, in my opinion. Get this flying stone right off the bat. And go to ultra high speed. You just maneuver a lot better. I think that's like the #1 thing to buy. It's cheap too, so that's good. Max gaming power Norway. I'm still afraid of Skynet. Yeah, me too. And then I tend to buy the resurrection potions, you know, better safe than sorry. And then armor, better safe than sorry. And then I took a couple hits there, so I'm going to go ahead and get health. Now, I used to always get this auto-tracking missile, but I've learned that that's no good. It's actually, the weapon in the next store is way better. So I'm going to save, I don't have much, but I'm going to save that 500 bucks. All right, moving on. Oops. Oh, no. Oh, good. I almost got stuck in there. That would have been bad. The larger the zenny, the more it's worth. Okay, so this is the first boss, the Paramecium. He's super easy once you know the trick. You just got to get your little satellite right over his mouth. You take one hit, and then he dies. And the quicker you clear the levels, the more zenny you get. So, yeah, that's about as easy as it gets, huh? Cannot stop me with just a Paramecium. All right, level 2. All right, lots of hidden zenny there. There's all kinds of hidden power-ups and whatnot. Let's see. JR Zombie, hello, glad I caught the live stream. Oh, good. Hey, JR Zombie, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping. All right. So now I've got 35,000. Okay, so here it is, the most important weapon in all of the game, napalm. I can't recommend napalm enough, especially later on in the game. It'll kill the bosses quicker than you can. I mean, just like almost instantaneous on a few of them. So definitely get the napalm, and then power it up every chance you get, and then always try to increase your health bar, and then if you need health, get that. And then better safe than sorry. Might as well get another resurrection potion, because I tend to need them, especially when I get to like the last 2 levels. They're really difficult, so I'll probably need those. All right, moving on. There's a armor right there, a little hidden armor. Whoops. Oh boy. Those are zipper worms that come flying up. You just gotta stay high up on the screen, and they can't get you. No bother shooting them, they don't die. So there's no point in shooting at them. Alright, this is the Dust Dragon. Second boss, he's really easy. You just go right down to his little chest right here and shoot at his heart. That's it. And once you know the little secrets to the different bosses, they're not too bad. Especially with the napalm. You gotta have the napalm. That would take a lot longer without the napalm. Alright, level 3. Oh, dang. Alright. Let's see here. Oops. There we go. Alright, who have we got here? Alex Kuhn reminds me a bit of Lords of Thunder with the shop and all. Yeah, Lords of Thunder. I quite like the shop mechanic. It kind of breaks up the gameplay a little bit. Hey, RetroZone, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Linda. Yeah, I totally did. That's cool. Tomb Raider batteries. That was a pretty neat little touch. I almost like the batteries as much as the flashlight. It's neat that they would go that extra step and give you Tomb Raider branded batteries instead of just regular old generic batteries. Fortnite? No, I've never played it. I see a lot of people, I know how popular it is. I'm just an old fogey, apparently. I think that's one of those games that if I played, I would just die instantly, probably. I don't know. Games like this that I'm playing now are more my speed. Although I do play modern games, I shouldn't say that. I just played Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I'm going to play Evil Within 2 next, so I quite enjoy modern games. Yeah, I've never seen branded batteries either, Linda. Yeah, RetroZone, you're with me, huh? Yeah. Yeah, You know, I don't know. To each their own, I guess, huh? Sometimes I just feel like I'm totally out of my depth with those online games. Although every once in a while I'll play an MMO, like I used to play World of Warcraft. Guild Wars 2 was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. I played a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online. Not much, but a little bit. All right, I'm switching back over. Here we go. All right, so now I've got 4,000. Definitely want to World of Warcraft. Is it hard? No, I mean it's a learning curve to it, that's for sure. But once you get into it, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it's very involved. So prepare to suck a lot of hours into it. All right, definitely increase my health here, and then get that. And I have enough here where I can get another armor, and I already have that power up. So good. I still have almost 30,000 left, and I don't even bother upgrading my weapons at this point. And then Michael says, yeah, I never played Fortnite. I think I ever put Evil... Oh, I never will, but the Evil Within... Sorry, these comments keep disappearing for some reason. Yeah, Evil Within is amazing. Yeah, I played the first one all the way through. I played through and got to like that last level, and then I had to just stop because it was so hard. I kept getting killed. So I put it down for like, I don't know, a month, I would say. And then I went back and I finally beat it. I was able to do it. But I love that game. It's amazing. So I'm really looking forward to playing the second one. And Chug the Chip says, I think you would like Overwatch. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it. Thanks for the recommendation, though. Okay, so I got my armor, got my health. I'm all good there. Here we go. This part's pretty tricky. I feel like I take a lot of damage typically right around here. I have to kind of shoot at an angle to get these little cannons on the ledge, and then really kind of swivel as quickly as possible when these guys come from the rear. Yeah, see, I just took a damage there. Ah! Somewhere around here, I think there's a little hidden power-up. Okay, there is definitely some Zenny up on the ceiling here. So you just shoot at the ceiling, and you get the little hidden Zenny. You can see how strong that napalm is. It takes out almost everything, like instantaneous. Especially once you have it powered up. Oh no. Alright, we're coming up to the boss. I think this guy is called the, like, War Tyrant or something like that. I can't quite remember. So with this guy, you start by shooting him right down the middle while he takes a little bit of damage and shoots some stuff at you. And then you switch and use his shoulders and try to basically disable this arm that comes punching out. So there we go. So I got him. Now I gotta shoot at his shoulder and try to avoid... Oh, I'm taking major damage here. Okay, so I got that one. You can see the arm's only coming from one direction now. Oh, I'm about to die. Okay, now I can just stay... If I can stay perfectly in the middle, I don't take any damage. That was close. Linda, you're lagging. Is anyone else having problems with that? Is the feed all right? Okay. No lag? Good. All right, here we go. Now this level is pretty tough. These guys, this is the, oh, what do they call it? The Pyramid of Terror, I think it's called. Okay, now the trick here is always go up. You get a branched path here. If you go down, it's way harder. You get more zenny, but it's so much harder. Shoot. Oh, I'm about to die. I hope I get to the shop soon. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Okay, well, there goes one of my resurrection potions. I was almost to the shop, too. That's a bummer. Okay. Here we are. Oh, good, Linda. Is this co-op, Tony? Yeah, it's co-op. It's actually really fun co-op. This is a game that I used to play growing up with my friends. And I was saying earlier, with co-op, it's, I think, more fun. It's also a lot easier because the only way you can die is if you both die at the same time. If you die, just quickly continue, and you can continue as much as you want. Leaf's doing well. Thanks, Retrozone. Let's see what I missed here. No lag. Mix of Shmup and Contra. Okay. I'm not sure what Shmup is. What is Shmup? Love Contra, though. Leaf, is she playing Final Fantasy IV? Yeah, she's actually really been enjoying that, which is cool. Hey, Kel. All right. So, let's see. I've got 58,000. Definitely increase my vitality. Regain health. I'm going to need another resurrection. See, that's a bummer. If I hadn't died just a second ago, I wouldn't have to spend $20,000, which I really need this money later on in the game, because there's a weapon on the last level that makes it my life a lot easier. So, but I need it. And then I need that as well. So I skip all these weapons. I'm sticking with the napalm until the last level, if I make it that far. Chug the chips. What's your favorite PC game? Oh, gosh. Well, from a nostalgic standpoint, I love games like Seventh Guest and Myst. You know, kind of puzzle games like that. But from an actual play standpoint, maybe Age of Empires 2. And Retrozone. After your game room tour, I tried to find that TV on Amazon. Okay. And, could you find it for sale in the US? Huh. A lot of people said they were having a hard time even finding it in the US, so that's a bummer. Yeah, I think I just lucked out picking up that TV at the right time, because it is an awesome TV, and every time I show it on the channel, people want to know about it. Alright, so let's see. Next visit out here to Orange County. I usually go about once a year or so. I have family down there. We were just there. We went to Knott's Berry Farm and Six Flags. Yeah, Disneyland. Yeah, it's been a while since we've done Disneyland. So expensive. Disneyland's crazy expensive. But we all love Disneyland. So. All right, and I got that. Okay, here we go. And just like last time, take the top branching path. It'll make your life so much easier. Because if you go down below, there's these laser beams that shoot at you that are almost impossible to avoid. I find it like just near impossible. And for a while, I didn't realize that depending on which path you took, I didn't realize that was a branching path. So I just was like stuck at that spot. But once I realized that the top is easier, I mean, you don't get as much zenny, but whatever. Uh-oh. Woo. Woo. Oh, no, come on. All right, here we go. Boss. Now, this is a good example of why you want the napalm, because this boss is so much, is so much easier with napalm. You see how quickly I took him out. Now, I should have been moving around him, but I was busy talking. And then right here, you just kind of put your satellite over his head, and there he goes. If I didn't have napalm, that would take so much longer. Yeah, no date with Cleopatra. All right, now the interesting thing about this this Pyramid of Terror is that it's actually 2 levels. So I'm not sure why they did that, but oh, whatever. And same deal, top branching path. Shoot. All right. All right. Do I ever go to Canada? I have not been to Canada. I would like to, though. It looks really nice. And we're not that far. It wouldn't be that big of a deal to drive up there. Hey, how's it going, Green DBs? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by. Michael says, I know I got 2 little kids and me and the wife have annual passes. Yeah, well, that's the way to do it. Get the passes, I guess, because, man, I was actually, when we went down this last time, we were debating to Knott's and Six Flags or Disneyland. And it costs less to do Knott's and Six Flags together than Disneyland by itself. So we just ended up doing Knott's. But, you know, that said, I do like Disneyland, so maybe next time. Yes, this is on Genesis. Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you're at. The heads reminded... Yeah, Honey Python. I can see that. Yeah. Totally. Disneyland Paris. Okay. Cool. Well, at least it got something. I don't know. Is that, you know, Disneyland Paris? I wonder how close to the actual Disneyland in California that is. There's Disneylands all over the place now, apparently. All right, here we go. Yeah, Disneyland. I really enjoyed Disney World too, but I went, gosh, 20 years ago or so. So I don't know what it's like now. I have season passes to, you know, like Six Flags. If you get a season pass to them, you can go to all their parks. And I have one of their, I don't know what they call it, elite memberships or something like that. But I quite like roller coasters, so that's why I have that. Disney World in Florida is crowded, yeah. It was crowded 20 years ago, so I can only imagine. All right, so I need to increase my vitality, get my health. And then now this is the final kind of booster that you can get. Now we're really talking. Now we're cooking with gas. And yeah, Green DBS or DBZ, Green Dabs, Green Dibs. Lucky I want to go to Six Flags so bad. How do I say that? Your name. And Six Flags is really cool. The closest one to us is Discovery Kingdom. And that's like a half animal park and half roller coasters. Here, I'm gonna switch it over here so I can talk. And it's really cool. They got the giraffes and the lions and the tigers and all that stuff. And then they also have really cool roller coasters. They've got like an RMC. If you guys are roller coaster nerds, anyone here, you know, the RMC, Rocky Mountain Construction, they take old wooden roller coasters and they kind of retrofit them with steel tracks, and then they have loops and barrel rolls and zero-G drops and stuff like that. I'll call you Green, okay. And then they're really awesome. And then they have another floorless coaster called Medusa. So, you know, it's like a 7-hour drive from here, so it's not exactly close. But, you know, it's what we got. The only thing we have here in Oregon is Enchanted Forest, which is like a little... It's actually kind of a cool park, but it's like a small, very small version of Disneyland, I guess. A family built it in the 70s, and it's charming. They've got a log ride, They've got a dark ride, a haunted house, and that's about it, really. Nintendo theme park in Japan? No. That sounds cool. I didn't know they had that. JR Zombie, nothing like that around you. Calgary Stampede. Outdoor rodeo? Okay. Yeah. Well, that's part of living out in the sticks, I guess. I mean, at least that's for us, our case. We live out in the sticks, so... Let's see. I think it's coming to America, too. Ooh, cool. I know Disneyland's doing a Star Wars theme, a Star Wars land. They're building it right now. So that would be cool. Like, they're building the cantina and I guess some new rides and stuff. So that might be a good time to visit Disneyland after the crowds die off a little bit, because I imagine it's going to be crazy for a while. Have you guys been to Knott's Berry Farm? Knott's Berry Farm is really good. We went just recently, and the park was almost completely empty. We had the park to ourselves. It was really cool. Okay. All right, I'm going to go back to the gameplay here. Here we go. All right, so I've got that. I need my armor. Got those. Okay. I don't think I'm going to have enough money to get the ultimate weapon on the last level if I make it that far. We'll see. All right, I better start saving up that zenny, huh? Here we go. Try to take as little damage as possible, which is kind of hard to do. There we go. And that's that. Buffering, guys? Bummer. Sorry about that. We have pretty good internet here, so not sure if that's on your end or my end. Now this level is the hardest level, I think. I always get my butt kicked on this level. Although there's a lot of zenny, so you can definitely rack in the gold here. But you can see they just come at you from all directions in this one. Shoot. Oh man, I meant to collect that zenny first. Oh, okay, green. It's good to know. Okay, so boom. Get that. Get that. Okay, so we got 32,000 left. We're actually doing pretty decent. I think we have 2 resurrection potions still. And, yeah. So we'll see. Okay, here we go. If I can try not to take too many hits here, we'll be doing pretty good. Oh, no. That's not a good start. Come on. I'm taking a lot of damage on this. Oh no. Come on. Oh, one more hit and I'm toast. Ugh. Bummer. Alright, this boss is real easy. You just kind of circle around him. You gotta take off the little crystals, basically. And then just kind of shoot at the head. There we go. Easy peasy. Alright, last level. Yeah, the bosses are easy if you have the napalm. If you don't have the napalm, it's a whole different story. All right, so here, last level, I've got a resurrection potion still, so that's good. So I'll need it. Hopefully I can get to the shop before dying. Oh, come on. Oh, no. It's really easy to miss the shop if you're not looking on, because on all the other levels, it's really easy to see the shops. On this level, they come out of the sides, and they're kind of, they match the walls. So they're kind of hard to see. There we go. There we go. All right. Doing good so far. Let's see here. The TV is really good quality. It's an awesome TV screen. And let's see. Hey, bye Retrozone. Sorry I missed you there. Hard and repetitive, yeah. And okay, if that makes you feel better. Let's see. What are those little enemies attacking you a lot? Like the little missiles, yeah, little homing missiles. Yeah, Tony, these games are great, especially, you know, back in the day. These were always a lot of fun, weren't they? And let's see. Let me do a little moderation with this guy, huh? How do we do? Hide user from channel. There we go. See ya. See ya. All right. Cool. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Now, unfortunately, see, I don't have enough money for the auto tracking laser, which is a real bummer, because that's what I was saving up for. This is the best weapon in the game, in my opinion, and it makes this level so much easier because there's so much stuff coming at you at all times, and I'm just gonna have to try to do my best. And let's see, I definitely gonna need this and this, and then finally the super booster. All right, we're all boosted up. Here we go. Oh man. Yeah, see, those little homing missiles are just a nightmare. So hard to avoid those. Now my weapon's a lot more powerful now that I got that final booster, so I'm able to take the enemies out quicker, so that's good. Oh good, there's a armor. Good. Oh, and power up. Needed it. Getting pretty low on health here. Shoot. Hopefully that second shop pops up. This level has 2 shops, which is kind of unique to the game. It's the only level that has 2 shops. Oh no. Oh, come on. That's a bummer. That's going to make it hard to beat the game. Shoot. Alright. Let's switch back. Alright. Yeah. Bot accounts. Looks like it, huh? Pretty hard even with that good word. Yeah, it is a hard level. Yeah, unfortunately I used up my last resurrection potion. Does somebody want to be a moderator? Green, do you want to? You can if you want. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I think I have to do that from the PC. Alright, well, I'll try to remember that next time, because I don't see that option. Oh well, it's not a big deal. It doesn't bother me at all. Just ignore it. Okay, so let's go and try to beat this boss. Here we go. Wish me luck. I'm gonna need it because, yeah, we're in not the greatest of shape here. See, and unfortunately, I don't have 40,000 zenny to buy this potion. So that's gonna be a bummer. This is gonna be tough. But I'll go ahead and get that. And I'll get that. And we already have that. So, okay, I'll try. We'll see. This is gonna be really tough. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we are. Boss time. Full power, but this guy is so tough, so we'll see. Oh boy. So you stay down here for this little wave, and they can't get you. And then you go over here and you stay in this corner for the wave, and they can't get you. So this little first section is not hard at all, but the problem is, once you get to this spot, you gotta, they come from both directions. Okay, and then this guy, he seems like he's gonna be really easy at first, but then he starts shooting these lasers at you. So I just try to circle around him, but he also, every time you get hit by him, he does a lot of damage. Oh no, come on. See those lasers? Those are really hard to avoid. Oh my gosh. Oh. Come on. Oh, one more hit and I'm dead. No. Come on. Oh, of course. Oh, I hate when that happens. You're the last boss. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Oh, that's the worst. Oh yeah, just ignore it, people. I mean, it's a non-issue. Oh, that was fun though, huh? That's a great game. Oh my gosh. It's pretty harsh when you get to the last little spot and you die. Hey James, how's it going, man? Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, we just finished up the game. Oh, I hate that. Oh well, if I had one resurrection potion. All right, everyone. Well, I think that's gonna finish it up for this live stream. Really appreciate everyone stopping by. Hope you have an awesome day. And I'll try to do more of these here soon. Lots more vids on the way. All right. Take care, everyone. Glad you enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, R49Y. Really appreciate it. All right. See ya. Yeah. Oh, Video Gamer. Hey, how's it going, man? Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for